What's up? Welcome to a new video. I'm going to show you how to switch out your front door cards. Maybe do your rear door cards in this video too, maybe do another video. But this one's pretty easy, pretty quick, and really change the appearance of your car. I'm going from red to black. So here we go. First thing I do is just remove this little piece here and unplug the power window switch. So for that you might be able to get it with your fingers. I prefer a flat head. Be careful. Pop right off, put this somewhere safe. Anyways, you're gonna have to take that out because there's a screw right there which we need to undo. I'm gonna do that later. The next step I do is to remove the crank window thing. A lot of cars have power windows. I like my crank windows. So all I do is just pop that off. It's really easy. There's a notch right here. So you just pop that off, put it somewhere safe, and this is a male Torx. Sometimes they're stripped. This one looks pretty good actually. So you got to get your Torx bits. What size do you guys think it is? I believe this is a T20. It's right below the 25 in my set, and it looks like it says 2.0, so I'm going with T20 Torx. Shit, it's 1/4 inch. Alright. Comes out really easily. It's not one of those bolts you need to tighten a lot. It just holds it in place. Put that somewhere safe. And this should just pop off. Yeah, boy. I like to put these together. So the next part is going to be removing 2 screws under here. Let's get this dank views. There's one right there. Oh, PO's missing one. Man. Well, it's a good thing I have extras. So there should be 2. There's 2 on the other side. Previous owner or someone along the way has shafted me. But anyways, all you gotta do is undo the screw. It's like deceptive kind of, because you think it's more like straight up than it is, but it's really like more straight towards you. So this is just, you know the drill. You've unscrewed stuff before. If you strip these though, it really sucks, so just be careful and don't over tighten them for yourself, and if you ever sell your car or whatever. Feels loose, there we go. Now, don't forget about the screw I told you about earlier inside that handle. I'm gonna bang that out. Get the dank shots. So this one's easy to remove, but it's hard to put back in. So just be careful because you don't want it falling down into that hole. It's retrievable, but it is a pain in the ass. It's never happened to me, but you just gotta be really careful. It's almost happened to me and I was like, oh no. So I like to get a finger in there. It's a pretty big size screw. I mean, it's not like just gonna disappear, but it could add a lot of time to your job. So now this is off. We're gonna put this somewhere safe as well. Alright, so for the top part, you just pull this back. Pulling it back basically towards the engine. And then it comes loose. This tab right here is what holds it into the door card. So you just pop that off carefully. And then down here This is like your map card holder thing. For this, you slide it backwards towards the engine again. Basically, if you think about it that way, if the door was closed, it just slides back, pull up. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now, so the next part is just loosening your lock thing. Put that somewhere safe. And now, this part is maybe the trickiest part, because these door cards are held on by like rivets, basically, all the way around the door. And they're easily broken, and they're expensive. They're like 50 cents a piece or something, which isn't like crazy expensive, but it's like annoying. You might have to wait for them. So you gotta carefully pop off the corner, like around the whole door card. I'll show you. And then installing them is harder than removing them. So just, I'm gonna try to replicate what I do. You'll get a feel for it after you do a few door cards. I usually start at this corner, just seems easy. That's one, actually two. I like to get my hands on one side, the left side and the right side. Now it feels like the top is maybe done. Let's see. This one popped itself back in down here or something. There we go. Now it's definitely free. It's flopping. And you just pull up and you got your door card off. So there's these retaining clips up here. That's where the door card goes. Those two clips up there. So now it's time to put the new one back in. So I got this black one. This stuff is coming off, no big deal, whatever. Nice and black. Ooh, stealth. Stealth. So it's the opposite of removal, which is hard. The worst part, I think, is putting this piece back in. It's really tricky. Alright, so this is really difficult for me as well, and it may be for you too. Putting the door card back into those retaining clips and getting everything to line up, like height-wise, from top to bottom is just really hard. I'm gonna cut out some of the video. It's just boring and pointless. But so just be prepared to spend some time kind of wrestling with it and getting it in there. I don't know why it's so hard, but it was. So just good luck. You got it. I'm going to thread this back in so it stops being annoying. So now it's time to pop these back in. You want to make sure you can visually line at least this corner up. And you just push it in. And the rest should line up themselves. You can line up at least this corner and this corner. Usually the other ones just fall in place. It's still not a bad idea to check visually. This one was not. Neither with that one. Slide it, pop in the tab up here. There's a tab on this one too, on the bottom. It's a nice fitment, nice flush. Now grab your screws. I'm gonna do this bottom one loosely because I still have to put in that circle thing. Now, this part is hard. So putting this thing back in, it has these 4 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it only goes in one way. It goes in this way. And it's hard, but let's do it. But well, it's not really hard, it's time consuming and easily easily breakable. Mad 30-year-old plastics and whatever. So it's a real challenge, especially if you don't have your door card lined up right. So you'll notice on your car that there's a little triangle here, a little triangle here, and down here. They're flat on this side, but then they bend down, so it's like flat, then they bend in, and that's where these tabs go. So it can be quite a challenge. This one looks like it might not be too bad. Okay, now all that's left is to put on my crank window. If you have power windows, you're done. Basically, you just got to put that clip back on. So you can start with them up or down, or anywhere really. I start with mine down, I don't know. It's tight, it doesn't need to be crazy. Let's put this cap on. Slides in way easier than the door card. Or the door holder. Last piece. This thingamajiggy into that thingamajiggy. And that's it, boys. We got a black interior on the front. Yeah. Car phone hose. So that's how you do the front. I'm gonna make a second video for the rear. I'm done with this for right now. I gotta go to work.